Guess it's about time I make a video again, huh? So, welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's been a little while, huh? I've been wanting to make a video about knives for a while, and I never thought about the right format until now. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my absolute favorite hobbies, and that is knives. I've been into buying and using knives probably 4 years now, and I've been getting super deep into things. All the big brands, all the big super steels. I'm your guy. I know things most people don't know. And today I just wanted to start off in a real quick video to talk about my top 5 best pocket knives. Most recently I've been stepping away from pocket knives, and I've been looking into everyday carrying or EDCing a fixed blade knife. So I wanted to kind of show people the direction to go, because I took a lot of missteps in my time, and I think I want to save everybody else all of the large amounts of money that I have spent. So we are going to start from the bottom of the list. So as my number 5 pick for best pocket knives, I have the Milwaukee Fastback, the small version. Now this is a weird pick for a lot of reasons, and that's why it's my number 5. This is obviously a utility blade, and so you can switch out the blades whenever you need be. And for a lot of people, that's a really nice thing. And it also means that this little knife is down with whatever you need it to do. You can do drywalling, you can do tile work, you can do the absolute roughest thing to this knife, and it's with it. My absolute favorite features of this knife are the lock, which is not at all the most strong. You're gonna have a lot of rattle, a lot of shake, but it's just a push button. So you just push it in and it's loose, that's it. So it's easy in and out of the pocket, easy one-handed use, and you can obviously switch out your blades. And that is why it makes my number 5 spot. I think for a lot of people, especially guys who work on construction sites who put their knives through extreme abuse to the point where you shouldn't keep the blade, this is your best bet. Next up, for my number 4 spot, the Civivi Ortis. Now, for people who actually want a folding knife, I think this is your best pick on the budget side. You know, you got your common picks, the Ontario Rat models 1 and 2, your Spyderco Tenacious, your Gerbers of any kind. However, the Civivi Ortis is a really, really good place to go for a lot of reasons. Number 1, the locking system is a liner lock, so you're going to be a little bit more structurally secure than with this Milwaukee Fastback here. It's on ball bearings, so it's going to be extremely smooth, extremely fun fidget knife. You're gonna have a good time, and it just has a really cool thin and slicey blade shape. It's clip point. You can really just poke and stab wherever you need to. Super thin behind the edge. Paper is done with. It's in an okay steel. It won't rust on you, which is very important for a budget / beginner knife. Oh, also, you can get a nice 4-finger grip on this thing despite its small size. This is a relatively small knife. I wear a large size glove and I can still get a full 4-finger grip on this. So that will be no problem. And it's the combination of all those things that makes this my number 4 pick. Okay, next up, number 3, the Spyderco Manix. I love this thing. This particular version is a DLT Trading exclusive. It's already been gone for a couple months now, and I really like this version of it. Obviously, that you can no longer purchase this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the standard version, and in fact, it is a better value. Spyderco's I have beef with in general. Generally, I don't like them very much. However, this one in particular really caught my eye. It has a really strong lock, even stronger than Benchmade's, arguably. and this just seems like an overall workhorse for a lot of people. 130 bucks, good price. Yeah, man. The only complaints I really have are the jimping in the liner here is a little aggressive, as with the G10, but it's a work knife, so what do you expect? Number 3, Spyderco Manix. Okay. My number 2 pick, I'm already fidgeting with it because I like it so much, is the Benchmade full-size Crooked River. You are getting a full 4-inch blade with a clip point S30V, as well as diamond wood handles here and full liners. So you might think that makes this thing really heavy and unwieldy. However, the liners are skeletonized on the inside, so it's really lightweight. I love this thing. For a very, very long time, this was my favorite knife. What I like a lot about it is it's got this orange back spacer, and it's on the bolster as well, making it a little bit easier to see if you drop it somewhere. You know, you're not going to lose this thing unless you're trying to. Some people try to. And yeah, this thing, it's super, super comfortable. It won't stand up to quite as much abuse as the Spyderco Manix will, but it definitely is down with most day-to-day tasks. You know, this is more of a hunting knife. It's made for, you know, skinning, some carving. So you're generally not going to run into issues. I mean, if you're brutal with this thing, and I have been, I've literally thrown this thing at cardboard and dropped it on concrete. The scales do move if you drop it really hard, as is the case with mine. Now, every time I run my thumb down this thing, I can feel just a little bit of a ridge, but you know, the Benchmade Axis lock is at its best here. You're gonna get a lot of lock stick out of the box. Just put some pencil lead in there and then let it wear in over a couple days, and you're gonna be smooth as butter. Zero blade play. I get this version over the Mini Crooked River because you just get more functionality, and also I'm getting QA issues on the Mini Crooked River. Mine came with a lot of issues that this doesn't have. So Benchmade full-size Crooked River, excuse me, as my number 2 pick. And so that leaves only one knife left, the one you all saw in the thumbnail, and you're like, there's no way he's gonna pick this for number 1. That's right, the Cold Steel Espada Large with the aluminum liners and smooth G10. All right, now you might be thinking, what the hell are you thinking putting a 5.5-inch blade with a handle that's bigger than basically anybody's hands as your number 1 pick? If you're going to compromise in having a folding pocket knife, you might as well make it worth your while. Now, despite this looking intimidating and looking like it's very heavy, it really is not. This thing carries extremely well in the pocket, and with the wave opening feature, this thing deploys better than a fixed blade with a bad sheath. This thing is out there and ready to go. And it's really, really comfortable. Probably the most comfortable handle of any knife that's a folding knife that I've ever owned. I love this thing. I will not need any other folding knife if I have this knife. Now, that doesn't entirely mean that this is going to be your number 1. I understand this thing is intimidating. And for you, the average person that isn't me, I offer you the Cold Steel 8010, which is all of the structural rigidity of this in a smaller package that's a little bit more reasonable for a lot of people. You're still getting the same really good ergonomics. You're still getting a nice little pommel here to bonk with if you crush nuts for a living. And so if you wanted an alternate, maybe honorable mention, this is your guy. But yeah, that's my top 5 folding pocket knives. I don't see this list changing, but if it does, expect an update video in the future. All right. Also subscribe, that'd be pretty cool.